Hi, I'm Susan Barlow, and welcome to the July 2020 Bourne Review. First, some headline news and announcements. The $11 million restoration of the Mayflower II has been completed. The Mayflower II is on its voyage back home to Plymouth. Plymouth Plantation announced the recreation of the ship that brought the Pilgrims to these shores set sail from Mystic Seaport on July 20th and heads to New London, Connecticut for training and sea trials. The Mayflower II unexpectedly overnighted in New Bedford on August 4th to ride out Tropical Storm Isaias. The Mayflower II captain, Whit Perry, decided to take the ship to New Bedford because it's a more protected port. It will likely remain there until Thursday morning before heading to Newport's Fort Adams as planned. It is expected to make its way through the Cape Cod Canal on August 10th and arrive at its final destination in Plymouth. The Mayflower II's return to Plymouth is to be part of the Plymouth 400, commemorating the 400th anniversary of the Mayflower's voyage and the founding of Plymouth Colony in 1620. The celebrations and events, which have been planned for years, have been postponed due to the coronavirus. Visit plymouth400.org for event updates. A big thanks to Ryan Smith for fabulous aerial photography, and also to the Coast Guard Academy for these photos of the Mayflower II. Thinking about buying a new furniture or appliances or electronics? Tax-free holiday in Massachusetts will take place on August 29th and 30th. There's a Triple E mosquito alert. Health officials said the communities of Carver and Middleborough have had high-risk levels increased from moderate to high following additional Triple E positive mosquito samples. Massachusetts has its first human case of Eastern equine encephalitis of 2020. The Triple E patient is a boy under the age of 18 and was exposed in Middleborough. In Plymouth County, Triple E risk is critical for Middleborough and Carver, and high for Plimpton, Kingston, and Rochester. Both Carver and Middleborough have banned outdoor activities on town properties from dusk until dawn. No cases of mosquito infection with Triple E or West Nile virus have yet been found in Barnstable County. Our 2020 census needs to be completed. Please fill out your census form that was mailed to you and return it ASAP. Don't have your form? You can also respond by phone. Just call 844-330-2020 or respond online. Go to 2020census.gov. Bourne's response rate is only 54.8%, and Barnstable County as a whole is even lower. This census will affect funds for the next 10 years, so please do your part and complete your census. The Cape Cod Canal Day scheduled for September has been canceled. This recently created event by the Cape Cod Canal Region Chamber of Commerce held at Buzzards Bay Park was very popular and looks forward to September 2021. Although the Barnstable County Fair was canceled this year, the fairgrounds is now used for a drive-in. Movies can be seen starting at the end of July and running through October. A local act performs at 7 p.m. and movies start at 8:15. More information at falmouthdrivein.com. Bourne Police Department is now operating out of its new location at 35 Armory Road. The Bog Pub has changed its name and moved from 618 MacArthur Boulevard in Pecasset to the Brookside Club. This popular restaurant and bar, also the site of weekly trivia, will now be known as the Bog Tavern at Brookside. Common victualler and entertainment licenses were granted to owner Kirk Fitzgerald at the July 28th Selectmen's meeting. The annual Big Nick's Ride for the Fallen took place on July 19th. Thank you for all that participated in this fundraiser. Now for our top stories. The COVID-19 update. On July 24th, Baker announced that travelers arriving in Massachusetts, including Massachusetts residents returning home, are required to fill out a travel form and to self-quarantine for 14 days if coming from a high-risk state. Unless proof of a negative COVID-19 test within 72 hours of entering Massachusetts or getting a negative test result on a COVID-19 test upon arriving in Massachusetts. Currently, the list of low-risk states exempt from the new travel order are Rhode Island, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, New York, New Jersey, and Hawaii. Beginning August 7th, Rhode Island will no longer be on the low-risk state list. Here are the current coronavirus numbers in area towns as of July 29th. Barnstable, 391, showing an increase with a positivity rate of 1.85%. Bourne, 164 cases, showing a decrease with a positivity rate of 1.10%. Falmouth, 229 cases, showing an increase with a positivity rate of 2.37%. Mashpee, 74 cases, showing an increase with a positivity rate of 1.97%. Plymouth, 608 cases, showing an increase with a positivity rate of 0.98%. And Sandwich, 100 cases, showing a decrease with a positivity rate of 1.07%. And Wareham with 221 cases, showing a decrease with a positivity rate of 0.93%. And here's some bridge news. Funding for the estimated $1 billion replacement of the Bourne and Sagamore bridges has passed. Ownership of the new Bourne and Sagamore bridges will pass from the Army Corps of Engineers to the State of Massachusetts Department of Transportation. Under the Army Corps of Engineers recommended plan, the bridges would have 4 travel lanes and 2 acceleration and deceleration lanes and appropriate bike and pedestrian access. Town Administrator Anthony Schiavi has said that Bourne wants a seat at the table regarding bridge construction, as both bridges reside in the town of Bourne and affect our daily lives. Bourne will be the most impacted town, while other bridge users just see it as a means to get to their down Cape or off Cape destination. Did you know you can ask Alexis, the Amazon Echo product, how the traffic is going to a destination on the opposite side of the bridge? Just say, Bourne Library, or how's the traffic going to Main Street? And Alexis will tell you quite accurately the current bridge traffic and travel times. What's happening downtown? Progress is being made on the construction of the new ice cream shop on Main Street at the Buzzards Bay Park. The roof is on the Calamar Apartments, also known as the Tides at Bourne. The Bourne police have moved out of their Main Street location into their brand new police station located at 35 Armory Road. Enter Armory Road off St. Margaret's at the Route 6 bypass in Buzzards Bay. All phone numbers remain the same: emergency 911, dispatch 508-759-4420, and their fax number is 508-759-4454. Downtown restaurants are making changes to deal with the coronavirus. The Mezzaluna reopened on July 27th. And across the street, the Stomping Grounds Grill has expanded their outdoor dining space. Buzzards Bay Brewing created a nice outdoor seating area out back and has made an arrangement with Cruatai so that patrons can have food from Cruatai delivered to their table at the brewery. Mahoney's on Main has also enjoyed success with their outdoor dining area located behind the restaurant. Mass Maritime has made a presentation to the Board of Selectmen on July 21st regarding the proposed 236-space cadet parking lot to be located in front of the Hampton Inn on Kendall Ray Place. Plans to start construction on the new lot will begin on Wednesday, August 5th. The total number of MMA parking spaces in Buzzards Bay, including campus spaces, is 1,205. The first weekend in August was graduation weekend in Bourne. Both Bourne High School and Upper Cape Tech held their long-delayed graduation ceremonies. Unfortunately, on Wednesday, July 29th, Bourne High School graduation was changed to a virtual graduation. The graduation ceremony date had been postponed to August 1st in hopes that the pandemic would be resolved enough to hold an in-person ceremony, but it was deemed too risky by School Superintendent Carrie Ann Quinlan-Zoe. A big congratulations goes out to our Bourne High School 2020 graduates. The class valedictorian is Patrick Sweeney. His speech emphasized following your passions, whatever they may be, and to enjoy the small and simple things in life as well as the big things. He says, live your passions and actively try to become the person you want to be by creating goals around them and giving it your all. A full life is one of smiles, memories, and achievements on your journey to become our future selves. Where's the love? Salutatorian Maya Cohen asks in her speech, which focused on the need for empathy and love in the world. She states that this lack of love is what causes hostility and poor self-esteem and the coldness that follows. She stated that a lack of love on the world scale is when corruption, hate, prejudice, and many more evils infiltrate our society. The honors essayist was Alexis Grandel. The Upper Cape Tech graduation was held on Sunday, August 2nd. UCT decided to go forward with their in-person graduation under a large tent. The 170 graduating students were cordoned off from guests and social distancing protocols were enacted. 36 students from Bourne, including class valedictorian Nidhi Kumar and outstanding vocational technical student of the year Zoe Janicki. Ms. Kunar's speech focused on life's important questions and goals. Life isn't just one goal, but a series of goals with experiences in between, she said. We should ask ourselves, what makes us happy? And a quote from author Hunter S. Thompson. So we shall let the reader answer this question for himself. Who is the happier man? He who has braved the storm of life and lived, or he who has stayed securely on shore and merely existed? Miss Janicki spoke about feeling essential and needed in her trade and that it was an honor she would never give up, that it was her duty as a healthcare professional to work through the coronavirus no matter how scary it was. She praised Upper Cape Tech and vocational schools in general for training students in essential trades that are critical to society. COVID-19 makes hurricane preparedness difficult. Governor Charlie Baker has proclaimed July 12th through 18th, 2020 to be Hurricane Preparedness Week in an effort to emphasize both the Commonwealth's potential vulnerability to tropical storms and hurricanes and the importance of preparing for their impact, including taking necessary precautions during the COVID-19 public health emergency. The Massachusetts Emergency Management Agency, MEMA, continues to work with our partner agencies to plan how to respond to disasters while considering the public health challenges of COVID-19, said MEMA Director Samantha Phillips. We are working closely with the Department of Public Health and other state agencies to adapt our sheltering and evacuation plans to the COVID-19 environment. These changes will help ensure people are able to social distance safely, quarantine and isolate, and reduce exposure to the coronavirus if evacuations and sheltering become necessary. We encourage all residents to learn if they live in a hurricane evacuation zone, make an emergency plan, assemble an emergency kit, and stay informed. Given COVID-19, residents should also add face coverings, disinfectants, and hand sanitizers to their emergency kits and plan where they would evacuate if needed. Make an emergency plan. Have an emergency plan of how your family would communicate, evacuate, and shelter in place that addresses the needs of all your family members, including seniors, children, individuals with access and functional needs, and pets. During the COVID-19 pandemic, your plan to evacuate should include where you might evacuate to, relatives' homes or hotel, etc., given your circumstances. If you're in a high-risk population, the safest option may be to evacuate to a location without the general public, such as a hotel, relative's home, or other destination. Build an emergency kit. Build or customize an emergency kit that will sustain your household for 3 to 5 days without power. Ready.gov is a federal site that gives more tips. Through its READY campaign, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, educates and empowers Americans to take some simple steps to prepare for and respond to potential emergencies, including natural disasters and terrorist attacks. READY asks individuals to do 3 key things: get an emergency supply kit, make a family emergency plan, and be informed about the different types of emergencies that could occur and their appropriate responses. All Americans should have some basic supplies on hand in order to survive for at least 3 days if an emergency occurs. Following is a list of some basic items that every emergency supply kit should include. However, it's important that individuals review the list and consider where they live and the unique needs of their family in order to create their own emergency supply kit. Individuals should also consider having at least 2 emergency supply kits, one full kit at home and a smaller, portable kit to be kept at their workplace or vehicle. We love our pets and they need an emergency kit too. Here are some tips and guidelines for your pet. During an emergency, it's so important to stay informed. One good way is to call 211. To reduce the number of non-emergency calls made to 911 during an emergency, the designated primary telephone information call center is 211. Callers can get an updated disaster and shelter information, numerous post-disaster programs, and interpreter services, available 24 hours per day with multilingual services. Information is also available at their website, www.mass211.org. Know your evacuation zone. Learn if you live or work in a hurricane evacuation zone. Visit mass.gov/knowyourzone. When a hurricane or tropical storm threatens Cape Cod and Bourne, residents may be advised to evacuate based upon what evacuation zone they are in. To learn what evacuation zone you are in, please go to the Mass Emergency Management Agency's Know Your Zone webpage and enter the address of your property. For Bourne residents, enter the address with the street number, street name, and then just Bourne, MA. Do not enter the address using one of our village names such as Sagamore Village or Bournedale Village. The Bourne Alerts program also allows residents and travelers to Bourne to sign up for free to receive timely and actionable emergency alerts via email, text, or voice message on their cell phones. They can also identify when and how they are to be alerted and communicated with before, during, and after emergencies. Sign up is free. Residents who sign up will receive notifications that will improve safety in our city and help inform them of potentially life-saving actions they may need to take in an emergency. When authorities have information about a situation such as a storm or emergency, we can help our residents to be better prepared by sending out vital information instantly through these notifications. You can also read and/or download a copy of the July 2020 Massachusetts Homeowners Handbook to prepare for coastal hazards from the Town of Bourne website. Here's an update on services. Ice Swim is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Dorothy's remains closed. Reminder, there is a voluntary watering ban in effect for Bourne. Please water before 7 a.m. or after 7 p.m. The community building is closed, but you can still order drop-and-go meals by Sid's Kitchen. To place an order, call the Council on Aging at 508-759-0600 extension 5227. Your order must be placed on Friday for the following week. Meals are delivered on Thursdays. Bourne TV has filmed some of the Council on Aging's popular exercise programs for seniors so you can work out and keep fit while at home. Check out Senior Fitness with Barbara Barsham and Senior Yoga and Weight Training with Linda Sheldon. Both these videos can be seen on Bourne TV's Channel 13 or stream them from bournetv.com, or watch it on your big screen at home by visiting Bourne Community TV's YouTube channel. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with everything that's happening in Bourne. Friends of the Bourne Food Pantry are asking for monetary donations during the pandemic. Monetary donations may be made out to the Friends of the Council on Aging, P.O. Box 144, Buzzards Bay, Massachusetts 02532. Clearly note it as a donation for the food pantry. If you are in need of Meals on Wheels, please call Elder Services of Cape Cod at 508-394-4630. Here are some beautiful photos by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. The pandemic and the need for social distancing has meant more of us than ever are spending time outdoors getting fresh air and exercise. In our segment, Bourne Outdoors, we take a hike through one of the trails at the Four Ponds at Bourne. please remember to be safe out there from both poison ivy, mosquitoes, and disease-carrying ticks. Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Bourne Review, and I'll see you next time.